So this week, I have something a little different and definitely new. So to throw a full disclaimer here, I did not buy the game, nor is it a promo copy. I actually won it in a contest. So here is Unsettled. Now, the first thing I noticed when I opened it and lifted the lid is the rapid teardown chart here, which makes for very quick storage and not a whole lot of guesswork, honestly. Sorting and putting everything together was actually very simple once I had a look at the manual and had a look at this chart. It makes for very quick teardowns and replay as well. So if you need to stop mid game, you can. Now, the side here, as you can see, has a divot cut out so you can get to everything much easier. Also, awesome. Kudos to Orange Nebula for that. Now, digging in, the first thing we have here is the rules and procedures book. And honestly, it's printed on very, very thick paper, and it is a lovely book. Absolutely gorgeous. The artwork is amazing. Now, the top tray is the timeline tray, and it also has the cheat sheets here, the little cards that give you the iconography and everything for the game. And as you can see, everything is laid out very nicely, very neatly, and the stackable game trays are an excellent touch. Now, the tokens themselves for this board and for a couple of the other boards are actually stored on the bottom underneath, and we'll get to that. So this second tray is the resource board. This is where you place all of the green gems, blue cubes, the black cubes, and the 6 power cubes, as well as the environment cards from the planet itself. Now, this next board is the breakthrough board. This is where you place the research hut, the laboratory, the workshop, and the planet-specific tiles, along with the 12 comprehension tiles as well. And they each go in their own color-coordinated spots, as you can see here. So this next board is actually the movement board. You place the pink and blue movement markers and the 12 investigated tokens and the 12 discovery tokens on here as well. And you also shuffle and place the opportunity cards. Now up next, as you can see, each planet comes with its own box. And in the Kickstarter, they did 6 total, with the 2 here that you see here coming in the basic framework box, the main base game. We'll get into those in just a moment. The next thing up is the Explorer dashboards. So each Explorer dashboard gets an endurance marker, a scientific pursuit cube, which is a little 6-sided die looking thing with different icons on it, as well as focus cubes. And each of them is double corrugated cardboard, so it's easy to keep the tokens in there. Now, this is just the sheets that come with the game itself, where you do the punch out. Everything is very thick, very sturdy cardboard. As an added touch, actually, the core is actually black, which I think helps the look of the game a little bit. So you can see each of the Scarab ships along with the other tokens you get, and also the crew as well, the crew markers. You get all the different crew on there. And each player board has a place where you can choose your crew and stick the face in there. Now here on the bottom, you see this is before I unpacked everything, this is the bottom tray where all of the other additional components are actually stored. The dice, Luna, all the different tokens and markers that don't store on their specific boards go down in this tray on the bottom. Now, Luna in particular, I think, is a great miniature, and I am definitely going to paint Luna. Absolutely. So these are the scientific pursuit cubes I was talking about, those little dice-looking things there on the bottom. Now, we get into the individual planet. So when you open it, you get a little sheet on the top that has a blurb, icky, sticky, and beautiful for the first planet. It's so each one is a travelogue that has a small story on the front, along with your information for the planet. You have an introduction, the setup, primer, and even on the back you have advice, which I think is particularly awesome because, when you're starting out with a new game, sometimes you need a little bit of help. Now, each planet comes with its own discovery tokens and other markers here. As you can see, these nasty looking tentacle things that come with it. Yay. And also, just like the main game, you get game trays. I love game trays. Game trays are great. They make organization so much easier. So here's what the individual planet cards look like, and let me go ahead and unwrap those. So once again, the artwork is amazing. I absolutely love the sci-fi aspect of each and every one of these cards. And as you can see, everything's clear, easy to read. Really no room for questioning here. It's all laid out just as nice as you please. Now, on each individual planet, you have 3 different challenge modes that you can take. You have basically your easy, medium, and hard. So each individual planet can actually be played several times. And the 3 different difficulties are discomforting, harrowing, and excruciating, which I think is funny. So the individual, here's the game tray for the top there where the cards go. And there's the bottom where you put the discovery tokens and the smaller cards as well. And as you can see, everything just fits all snug. So let's move over to the planet itself, and this is what it's going to look like once you actually pack a planet away properly and punch all the tokens. So obviously you got your top piece there, you got your instruction booklet, and each of the individual trays come out and everything stores underneath. You got the cards there on the top, and there's actually a divot under there underneath the cards where you can store the rest of the tokens, so the individual tokens for the planet, along with on the bottom you have a spot for your cards and for your discovery tokens. And when you're done, everything just packs up in there nicely, and the 2 first planets actually pack up into the framework box, and the other 4 planets are in boxes that are just the same size, and they stack neatly right on top. And as you can see here, I'm not going to open all 4 of them, but this is the other 4 planets that came on the Kickstarter. Now let's see what she looks like on the table. Honestly, it does not take much to get the game set up and ready to go. As you can see here, all the trays just come right out. Stick them right on the table. And once you get the resources unpacked, all of the resources store in each of the different trays. And here is what everything looks like when you have the base framework set up. As you can see, you have each individual board with all its components. Everything's stored nicely. Everything is absolutely just fits perfectly. I have honestly never had a game before that was this nice to set up. Here is the bottom here. You can see where I have unpacked everything and put it all up. And that's pretty much it. That's the gist of Unsettled. That's, the basic framework. Well, that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed and found something that can help. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.